and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and today's reading is for Pisces. And ignore the alarm. Let's just ignore the alarm. Not for us, okay? And upset. Okay. Upset and happy, huh? Eager. Okay. Brave and satisfied. Okay. The idea. Okay. Oh, okay. A tooth. E.T. and spirit. And okay. And her. Okay. Well, what's going on here? We've got so many. Okay. So we've got a computer that's complaining. Well, we don't take complaints. Okay. Okay, so are you upset because you don't find the idea? Could that be? It's like you don't find, like, where's my light bulb? Let's see. Oh, I think this is really interesting because this looks like a figure, and she looks almost as if she has a gigantic hat on top of her with that construct here. But this is also, they could also be. It could also be with a light bulb. It could also be an ET, right? Because we have ET and spirit on here. That this could be a typical alien abduction situation, but I feel like it's more the influence of an idea coming to help you out. Happy. Oh, totally different. And so soft. Those are very soft and colors, and more pastel-like. So I find that's really different because I felt that the contrast of this reading with black and white that's the energy that's obvious, but the spirit energies, they are often more soft like this, right? But for you, I feel that you are literally almost a bit, you're waiting for your big light bulb to come in and glow. And it's coming. It's just that with the tooth card. What do we have here? And she's looking not very happy, is she? But then she's there where the satisfied card is. So that doesn't look satisfied to me, does it? Okay. So if you look at the tooth is something that you take for granted until it's gone or until it hurts. And according to Aurora, it's the only part of our skeleton that we actually brush and clean, which is also lovely, isn't it? Okay, so I feel that in that regard, I feel that there is the encouragement for you to continue further. Wow, eager. Eager has got a nice energy. It's very, very brave. Okay, so eager has got a nice energy. It's a lot of passion in there, right? But eager is also interesting because it only looks at one direction, and this is encouraged in this at this time. So I feel that with this, it could be that you are not too sure how to proceed, or you are trying to look at different actions, and it seems that nothing really works. And this card just encourages you to stubbornly continue where you are at. Just be stubborn. And with the bravery card that is green, it's the heart chakra, but it's also, now when you see it, a bit of a spirit there as well. You know, this is the drawing that doesn't have a real line to it. So it's very loose, you know, it's not as defined. And this is the same here. How are they called? Seahorses? This looks a bit like a seahorse, which is interesting. I'm just trying to look at it more, to see more. I feel that with the bravery is in continuing stubbornly, even though you are feeling like this a bit. And in hindsight, when you look back, you will find something, and you will get the idea when you are continuing. It's like when you are walking somewhere and you have the feeling you walked for way too long. And I moved everything except the ET card. That looks interesting. Okay, so you walk and walk and walk, and the landscape changes a little bit, but you don't really go, you know, oh, no, now the ET moved. You don't really arrive where you want to arrive to, or you think you should be at your destination already, and you just continue to walk, because if you would move backwards, it wouldn't help you as well, because you already know the way backwards, and that would be, so you gotta stubbornly go forward through the uncertainty, and that's the bravery in this, by going step by step, just continuing, like with curiosity and interest, because you know the path that was in the back. It's like you have lived through this before. You know how it looks like if you return. You know how it looks like. So the only step that you can take that you don't know of is something like the path forward. Even though you think you should have arrived already, it feels like a bit of a check-in situation where you're like, well, I should have been there. And this is though, it's interesting that the ET is in the middle of it all. It just wants to say that ET is with you, and ET loves you, and ET will. ET knows it all. You know, ET is somebody who can overlook it all, right? And ET sees that sees every card on the table, but ET knows why things have to happen in a certain timing. And now I'm being reminded of the divine timing card, which is usually a card for me as something being impatient and wanting things to happen quicker. I feel though with certain developments, they can also be a little bit too quick sometimes. That's also divine timing. You know, it's like when you are being thrown into a situation that you were not ready for. That's divine timing too, right? It's just everything else but the timing that you made up in your head. It's just that there's the idea here, and I love the idea here. I really love it. But what does bravery mean for you also? I feel that what does bravery mean in your case? Bravery is embracing uncertainty, right? It's embracing the uncertainty and staying steady. Like when I did that, this is the encouragement that everything around you is moving. You a little bit, you get moved a little bit, but you stay where you are. And everything around you is moving. And you are being encouraged to be an ET in this situation and observing it a bit. Like take yourself, get some popcorn and just watch the show. It could be that you are under a bit of stress and pressure, and that you have the feeling, when everything's moving and you are uncertain, especially when this is the case, the bravery is to not run away and force it yourself and go backwards where you came from, because that would just mean, you try to seek something familiar, but something new is coming in that is giving you beautiful satisfaction when you let it. It's just that I feel you are feeling a little bit like this while you are walking this uncertain path, because it's uncertain and everything's moving. And you need to be the steady one. You are the only one that's steady here. And the encouragement is to step back and look at it like a movie. It could be that your mental space is giving you examples of worst case scenarios, what could happen, It's the overly worried, inherited mindset. It could be some inheritance from parents or upbringing, childhood things that you were not, that have taught you that you are helpless or something. I feel that with the learned helplessness, that's a big topic that wants to be overcome. It's when you've got the feeling that all your actions, everything you do, doesn't yield any outcome or result. And that's different though from the movement here, right? Because I feel that it could be that you feel that you are not moving or that nothing's happening, but in fact, everything is happening for you. Oh, and now I'm getting this, what I said in a recent reading, from zero to nothing. That can be encouraging if you don't want to have change. It's something I still bend my head around, that there's something within it, within the from zero to nothing saying. It was just an accident that I said from zero to nothing. I wanted to say from zero to everything. And it made me think. I'm still thinking about it a few days later. I still think about it. And I think maybe there's a solution there that's coming. But for you, I feel that the main thing is that you need to stay steady with the ego energy, just walking the path. Even if the path looks like this. You are walking the path and everything around you shifts, and you might not perceive it at first. Maybe that's the issue too. It's now you see. It's the middle of the storm, right? Everything's moving, even the ego card is moving. Everything's moving around you, and you're the only steady part here. Because everything's moving, but something inside you moves too along the way, and it's your perception, your mood, that feeds off. It's like, that's you. The alien here. It's like you are. I can't even, if we put it together the way it was, the cards were laying out like that. If you put it together like that, and then with a tooth, that's interesting. Wow, now I look. Okay. So we've got the flesh suit, and then we've got the spirit, which is very ethereal and whimsical, right? And then we've got an ET, which is more embodied again, and then the skeleton, right? So and then we've got the idea. It's almost like going backwards and discovering truths about yourself, like meeting new parts of yourself, and around you everything's moving, and everything, and the ET was in the middle. So I feel that there's this otherworldly part that is entering your being, and everything around is moving, and you don't perceive it because you are in the middle of the storm. And for you feel that you are stuck and nothing's moving, but everything is arranged now. I feel that everything is arranged so you can meet it. So you're it's like, it's a theater play, and you are in the middle of it, and you have entered a new scene. And the new scene still needs to be built because it is a new scene that was not there before. But in this case, I feel it's almost as if the theater itself wasn't prepared for you to step into that scene because it's been programmed to repeat certain patterns, to repeat certain scenes. There, I spit there. This wasn't a prepared thing. Okay. Yeah, so this wasn't, this wasn't planned in some ways, as if this was a pre-planned type of situation. It was like there was only one path here, but you entered a different route for some reason, which is, it's almost an improvisation theater where you are then all of a sudden unlocking a whole different world. And you're like, I'm now an alien. You are not a human anymore. You are now an alien. And it was planned that you had a different costume in that. And now you're standing there and you have to kind of engage almost the audience or yourself even while everything is moving. And even backstage there are cards being drawn still, or like when I want to put more cards here on the table, they are still being needing to be drawn so you can put them on the table, because it wasn't, or the set of it, like the landscape that surrounds you in that theater stage play, that wasn't even there yet. And it wasn't you were never meant to enter that scene. But now that you suggested it, everybody's like, oh yeah, let's do that. Like, I don't know who is responsible for it, like the spirit team. But there's, a lot of generational things here, with this is a spirit. So this is your ancestors, your patterns that you have lived all your life, or that was always there. The patterns your parents lived and you lived through them. It's like you conquered all the levels, and now the computer game is like, but it's not over, but you need, what are we doing now? Let's program something new. And you are, it's like from the skeleton part as well, it's just, it's not over, but you have entered a new level. And now you need to be, everything around you needs to move, and you feel that you are stuck and nothing's going forward because you were not meant to enter something similar like you have been. You were meant to enter something really, really different. But it's not there yet. That's why you are being held at this level here, and possibly thinking about all the different development stages. If you want to look at now, the tooth becomes a death card. And a death card, that's important. So the death card is a natural ending to things, right? So the death card is something that is just concluding because it was time. And then there's the card of the Ten of Swords, which is a willful ending or something that was done by force. And I feel this death card is a natural ending to two things. And you have lived through it in a lifetime, but your life didn't end. Not in the perception of a spirit or an ET. You just entered a different dimension, right? And then the different dimension, but the different dimension is something like the different stage didn't exist just yet. So then you sit there and you are in this human. You sit there like this and you wonder about your patterns from the past. This is the ancestors and everything. And you're wondering, maybe you came to conclusions how things played out and how things should have played out. And you're waiting for some changes, but you feel stuck because you're still at the same level. And what's coming is actually a totally different world with the ET, because the ET was in the middle. And this is like a totally new environment for you, something you have never experienced before. And your ancestors didn't either. It's a complete new terrain that you are in. It's like, up-leveling or something like that, like in a computer game. A little bit. Okay, let's put this idea on top here. Okay, we've got it here, and you are leveling up. Okay, I want to pull some more cards. I really want to know what the story is here. because I feel it's very interesting. But it's also something that, yeah, a very a new landscape, a totally new experience, and adoration, oh, and home. Oh my God. Oh, it's like that hurts me almost. It's like you never experienced adoration? Really? Oh, well, that's emotional. And the home? Oh, but that makes sense. If you feel alienated and you feel that you are not at home where you are, and maybe that's the truth for your incarnated consciousness because you forget where you came from, but you remember that you come from somewhere else, and then you experience something like home. It's like your home is being built for you and you don't even know it yet. When you were waiting for it, and the encouragement is just to walk further, because if you walk further, there's your home. Well, that's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, makes me sad a bit. But the adoration, is there someone for you? I mean, there's clearly a couple card. It's beautiful. Oh. And look at this, this landscape. It's like, look, there's nothing there. It's like, there's a tree and there's this thing where they're standing on, but look at the landscape, it's like blank. And so, it reminds me of those scenes in comics or animations where the characters are moving out of the out of the constructed world there, and they're stepping into the world, like into the blank piece of paper, and they're sitting there like, nice here, but can you draw me a house or something like that, please? A nice house with a nice garden and beautiful and everything. And you're still waiting. That's beautiful. Okay, so what else do we have? Joy! And there's the house again. And the music. Like there were in the other. Oh, what do we have here? Serenity. Oh, wow. Wow, that's beautiful. And again, such a barren land. Oh, I think that's funny, okay. No, but it's beautiful, okay. It's just a bit. Meh. Okay, so the waiting. All I'm saying is, if you're currently feeling that you are waiting and nothing happens and all of that, it's because you get the most beautiful thing ever, which is your beautiful home and adoration, according to the cards. And it just took a minute to the programming, the theater play took a minute to draw all your things, because you are leaving the ancestral patterns behind, everything, the programming, you're leaving that behind and you're generating something new. And for some reason you must have done something really right in your life to experience that. Not that there's any wrong turn that you can do, it's all is being prepared for. It's just that you have hit a part of the programming that wasn't there before. And that's new, and that's not wrong, It's just for you, I feel that this is exactly what you wanted. It's like there's this land being built for you. Serenity. Oh, I need to pull the other home card out. The home card. So beautiful. Okay. Where do we have it? There it is. And do you see the home looks so it's very similar, isn't it? It looks the same. It kind of looks the same, but it's different. It could be that, in our incarnated world, it might appear that we are still in the same, but everything around you changes. It's like you still are where you are, but around you everything is going to change. And you might not perceive it at first because where you are standing, where you are, there doesn't seem to be a big change, but it is all around you. And it's a new landscape that you can enter, and that is going to give you everything in a good way that was worth waiting for. Okay, it's so beautiful. Okay, let's put an animal to wrap it up. Home of joy and serenity and the barren land. Why do I think this is funny? I think it's funny in a form of a relief. It's a relief because when you know where you are going, it's just a relief. Okay, dragon, this big eye. Okay. The dragon energy. It's a spirit energy, which is good. The dragon. Okay. Seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It's almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing its omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us, we hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. Wow. Okay, so it's also this card, like it's the book cover, right? And that's significant. I mean, and I said it, didn't I? That you are going to that it would help you to step back and witness instead of being in the middle of it and being pushed around by it. Just stay steady within it. And then we have got the dragon, the dragon eye, which is the cover of the book. That's so significant, I feel, just because that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, the book is not written yet, but it's coming because it's being prepared. The stage play is being prepared in this interactive, spontaneous, and not scripted play. But you are scripting it. And that's a surprise in some ways, I feel. Oh, I want to put one more. I don't want to end this reading. Let's see what else we have. Overwhelm. The hard work we love can leave us feeling burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. Number 11, very significant. 1 + 1 is 11. Mathematically correct, right? And yeah, so I feel that when nothing's changing and you want to change, and then you might be inclined to do more, right? Because more usually leads to change, doesn't it? But in this case, it means just that you are meant to just walk your path stubbornly the way you've always been. And you will see eventually that the theater play that you're in finally is ready for you. And once this is the case, you will be released in a good way, in a joyful way, and it will come with joy, adoration, and the home you are always seeking, and with a lot of serenity in this barren land. With so much potential. Okay, I don't know why I think it's funny that there's a barren land there. I don't know. Like, I mean, there must be something funny about it. I don't know. You know more than I do. Okay, so yeah, and look at this. I mean, there's a pyramid which is strangely built with tiles. It's weird, and then we have got another like crown chakra development here. Dogs, the transformational butterfly, obviously had to be thrown into there, and yeah. So and this land doesn't really look that barren anymore. No, but it's beautiful and it's your you can be very joyful. So just keep doing what you're doing and don't overdo it. Just you know, one step at a time, and then eventually the landscape changes, and you arrive there. Okay, yeah. I'm like, I don't want to end this reading, but we have time, right? I'm gonna put in one more, just because I don't want to end this reading. I don't, but here I am. I'm still the artist. Of course, right? The artist. Well, I guess that's it, right? We can't say more that this is the artist, and the artist was meant to be mentioned here. I'm sure it means something for you. Well, I hope this reading was helpful, and yeah, additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye 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 bye.